After 15 months of conflict, Israel's war on Gaza has resulted in more than 45,000 deaths in Gaza, and the fate of a large number of hostages remains uncertain. However, a complicated ceasefire deal has finally been reached.
يسر دولة قطر وجمهورية مصر العربية والولايات المتحدة الأمريكية الإعلان عن نجاح جهود الوساطة المشتركة بوصول طرفي النزاع في قطاع غزة إلى اتفاق بشأن تبادل الأسرى والرهائن والعودة إلى الهدوء المستدام وصولا لوقف دائم لإطلاق النار بين الجانبين.
Hello and welcome, I am Gunjan Handa and you're watching The Chronicle Explained. The Gaza Ceasefire agreement brokered by Qatar, the United States and Egypt is to be implemented in 3 phases. Let's break down these phases. Phase 1 begins on January 19, 2025 and lasts for 42 days. This phase includes a temporary ceasefire in Gaza, the withdrawal of Israeli forces from populated areas and the release of 33 Israeli hostages, which include women, children, the elderly and wounded civilians. In return for these hostages, Israel will release 30 to 50 Palestinian prisoners for each Israeli released. Furthermore, Israel will allow sufficient quantities of humanitarian aid to enter Gaza, permit displaced Palestinians to return to their homes and initiate a phased withdrawal from the region. The ceasefire deal reportedly includes allowing 600 truckloads of aid into Gaza each day. Phase 2 focuses on the return of remaining living Israeli hostages, including male soldiers, in exchange for an agreed upon number of Palestinian prisoners. During this phase, Israel will accept a permanent ceasefire and remove its remaining forces from Gaza. Phase 3 encompasses the release of the remains of deceased Israeli hostages and the implementation of a major reconstruction plan for Gaza. This plan aims to address the region's devastated infrastructure and humanitarian needs while lifting the siege on the Gaza Strip. The agreement is guaranteed by Qatar, Egypt, the United States and the United Nations. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated that final details are still being worked upon. He has also held up the cabinet vote on this ceasefire deal that prompted premature celebrations in Gaza. Following the announcement of the ceasefire agreement, Palestinians in Gaza erupted in celebrations. Many took to streets chanting slogans in support of Hamas and expressing hope for an end to the fighting. However, this was short-lived as the Israeli military intensified its attacks on Gaza after the announcement. Reports indicate that at least 40 Palestinians have been killed since the ceasefire was announced, as airstrikes continued ahead of the planned implementation date. A ceasefire has been reached, but will it be implemented remains to be seen. I am Gunjan Handa and this is the Asian Chronicle.